Hi, this is Michael Buckhoff from BetterTOEFLScores.com. Today, I want to talk about two consonant sounds, the T and the D sound. T, D. Well, if you're taking the TOEFL iBT, particularly the speaking section of the test, and you're completing these 6 speaking tasks, if you have clear pronunciation and the TOEFL iBT human raters can understand what you're saying, you will get a higher score. So, if you think you might have some small problems in your pronunciation with these two sounds, this video is for you. Listen to and repeat the pairs of words that you hear. Number 1, tip, dip. 2, cart, card. 3, tight, tide. 4, butt, bud. 5, Brett, bread. 6, fraught, fraud. 7, train, drain. 8, fat, fad. 9, pat, pad. 10, team, deem. You're now going to hear some pairs of words. Some of these words have the T sound, others have the D sound. Click on same. If the two words are exactly the same, click on different if the two words are different in meaning. And after we do this exercise, we'll go over it together and I'll show you the answers, so don't panic. Number 1, 8, ed. 2, grade, great. 3, grabbed, washed. 4, qualities, oddities. 5, take, take. 6, deduce, deduce. 7, add, at. 8, truce, truce. Number 9, tighten, dampen. And number 10, degree and retreat. Alright, let's take a look at the answers. So you can see with number 1, these are actually different. 8, ed. Number 2, these two words are different. Grade, great. Number 3 is also different. Grabbed, washed. Number 4, qualities, oddities. Number 5, take and take is the same. 6, deduce and deduce is the same. 7, add, at. These are different. 8, truce, truce, the same. 9, tighten, dampen. These are different sounds, the T and D. And 10, degree and retreat. And these are different sounds. Now, your first voice recording, I have a homework exercise for you. Now, in this exercise, you will read some sentences aloud. It is suggested that you read the sentences silently for meaning, then make a digital recording as you read the sentences aloud. Make sure that you speak directly into your microphone so you can get a clear recording of your pronunciation. Pay particular attention to the T and D consonant sounds in each word. After you finish, compare your recording to a sample native speaker recording. And here's the 5 sentences. I'm going to read them right now. Number 1. Actually, Earth's density is due in part to gravitational compression. If not for this, Mercury would be denser than Earth. Number 2. If we examine words other than hand, we find many additional instances where each of these 3 families is characterized by different looking roots, just as in the case of hand. 3. By the 1980s, the downburst and microburst were being studied as a unique phenomena generated by things such as an intrusion of dry air. At long last, we had a way to distinguish tornado damage from damage of non-tornadic winds. 4. Another sign of intelligence, thought to be absent in most non-human animals, is the ability to engage in complex, meaningful communication. Only recently has the general perception of parrots as mindless mimics been shown to be incorrect. Number 5. Several tools have been developed to help land users identify unstable slopes. Slope maps, geology maps, and landslide deposit maps are available for public inspection at the Santa Cruz County Planning Department. Voice recording 2. Here's your second homework assignment. In this exercise, you'll read a paragraph aloud. It is suggested that you read the paragraph silently for meaning. Then you will make a digital recording as you read the paragraph aloud. Make sure that you speak directly into your microphone so you can get a clear recording of your pronunciation. Pay particular attention to the T and D consonant sounds in each word. After you finish, compare your recording to a sample native speaker recording. At this point, you should stop the video, look at the screen, see the paragraph, and do a video recording this paragraph. Now, listen to a native speaker read the same paragraph and try to determine what words or sounds you're having difficulty pronouncing. Finally, listen to the voice recording again, during which you will read along with the speaker. You have successfully completed this exercise when you're able to read along with the speaker at the same pace without too many stumbles or stutters. The other method of stretching is ballistic, which involves bouncing in your stretch. This is very unadvisable for many reasons, including that you may injure yourself by damaging your muscle fibers. Also, biology provided your body with two protective mechanisms. One senses that a muscle is overstretched and sends you pain signals. The other is called the stretch reflex, and it is there to protect from overstretching. By reflex action, it contracts a stretched muscle to make a shock absorber and also halt the stretch before the muscle is injured. Because of the stretch reflex, the stretched muscles shorten, preventing you from reaching a fully stretched position. Continuing to stretch this way is detrimental in the long run, as your body will start to adapt against it and you will find it difficult to stretch properly at all. Now let's talk about some tips. Let me give you some basic tips for the T sound. One common mistake that I'll see with international speakers of English is they do not create enough airflow out of their mouth when they make this sound. So the T is an alveolar stop consonant. Make this sound without vibration of the vocal folds. For example, when you say T, place your index finger and your middle finger on your throat. You should feel vibration of the vocal folds when you produce this sound. More airflow than the D is pushed through the vocal tract when the T is produced. For example, take a small piece of paper, place it in front of your lips, and then say the word take. The airflow released from your mouth should cause the paper to flap as if a stiff breeze were blowing against it. Articulation tip for the D sound. Like the T, the D is an alveolar stop consonant. Make this sound with vibration of the vocal folds. For example, when you say the D sound, place your index and your middle finger on your throat. You should feel vibration of the vocal folds when you produce this sound. Less airflow than the T is pushed through the vocal tract when the D is produced. For example, take a small piece of paper, place it in front of your lips, and then say the word done. The relatively minimal airflow released from your mouth should not cause the paper to move in any way. I hope that you